Welcome back to my channel. Please subscribe, like, share, and leave a comment. There's going to be a collaboration meeting between Mazi Nnamdi Kanu-led IPOB and Dr. Cho Ayaba-led Ambazonia Liberation War. And, this will bring freedom to both Biafra and Ambazonia sooner than you expected, or sooner than we expected. The British government and the Fulani janjaweed don't want such kind of collaborations, especially between Biafra and Ambazonians. But they can allow the Yorubas in the southwest to collaborate with their brethren in Benin Republic. They can allow the Fulani janjaweed to collaborate with their brethren in Nigeria Republic, in Chad, and in northern Cameroon. But they will never allow Biafra and Ambazonians to collaborate. And it's all because of their selfish and wicked agenda to Islamize and Fulanize Biafra land. But that won't happen. That is the reason why the Fulani government, at every instances, will abduct Cameroonian freedom fighters in Nigeria and ship them back to Cameroon, where they will be tortured and jailed and even killed. But thank God, we have now reasoned together. We have now seen similarities in ourselves. We have now seen that we are brothers, because the Biafrans and Ambazonians are similar, fearless people with the same ideology, culture, and determination. The oppression being meted out to their people, that is the Biafrans and the Ambazonians, must stop, and there shall be no peace for the wicked until they peacefully allow the oppressed people and oppressed nation to go freely. Ambazonia, formerly known as British Mandate Territory of Southern Cameroon, was part of Biafra, until 1961, when the British government deceived the then political leadership of the Southern Cameroon to vote in a UN plebiscite to gain independence by joining French-speaking Cameroon to form a federation of two equal and autonomous states. And the deception was that after a while they were going to give them independence, but that never happened, because the British would not want peace in those countries. They don't want peace. And they were scared that if they allow Ambazonian and Biafrans to be free, then the British would not be able to control them in order to steal their mineral resources. The British government used that deception and the addition of some northern Cameroon territories to Nigeria to justify the fraudulent Nigerian population census, which gave the Fulani-controlled northern Nigeria an edge over the southern Nigeria, of which Biafra was part of it, or is part of it. They gave the Fulani a larger population than the southern Nigeria. The British government used that fraudulent population figure to put janjaweed Fulani in leadership of Nigeria. They made the Fulani take over everything in Nigeria in order to control Biafra oil and gas resources. And that is what they are doing to the Ambazonians too in Cameroon. They gave the French Cameroon, authority to take over the Ambazonians so that they can control their oil and gas resources. And that must stop. The people of Ambazonia are facing similar oppression Biafrans are facing in the hands of their French-controlled Cameroon government, just as Biafrans are facing in the hands of Fulani janjaweed-controlled Nigerian government. But my brothers and my sisters, this Friday, April 9, 2021, at 7 p.m. Amber/Biafran time zone, there is going to be, a joint press conference between the Ambazonia and Biafran leaders, Dr. Chu Ayaba and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Please watch out for this conference meeting, because this alliance meeting will bring good tidings to both Biafra and Ambazonia. Make sure you don't miss it. Watch it and you'll see, and you will understand that Biafra and Ambazonia, their independence is sooner than expected. And there's no going back to freedom for these two nations. The Fulani presidency, as we know, are running out of time, and they are becoming more desperate to achieve their agendas. And that is why they are creating so much unrest in Biafra land and southern Nigeria, specifically the Yoruba land. They are using their foot soldiers, the Fulani terrorist headsmen and bandits, and Fulani-controlled Nigerian security agencies. They are also blackmailing state police commissioners of Biafran extraction in southern states to do their bidding. And the aim is to create division between Yoruba nation and Biafra, which can truncate the freedom struggle, because they want to truncate that freedom struggle. They want to create enmity between Yoruba nations and Biafra, but that won't happen. That was the tactics they employed prior to 1967 to 70 Nigerian Civil War. They used that to deceive other tribes that Biafra was their problem, that Biafra was their enemy, whereas the Fulanis were the enemies of all tribes in Nigeria. The Fulani presidency are bribing even international and African journalists and media houses to deceitfully portray the Fulani narratives to the whole world, so that they will now be claiming the victims. That was what transpired during the interview granted to our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, by the janjaweed Fulani agent Josephine Mahachi. She is a low-profile Zimbabwe filmmaker and not worthy to grant interview to our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Her level of unprofessionalism was because she was doing what the Fulani Caliphate had paid her to do. She's working for Aluko Dangote, a Fulani billionaire, and she is an agent of the Fulani Nigerian government. And that was why you see the way she was asking some stupid question, even though she knows that she was doing the wrong thing, but she kept doing it to please the Fulani Caliphate. The Supreme Court Administrator of Imo State, Hope Uzodinma, cries out to his Fulani Caliphate masters because he is unable to help them overrun Biafra as a result of the activities of the unknown angels. Hope Uzodinma now knows that God never allows evil to happen in Biafra. God will never allow his evil intentions, his evil covenants that he had with the Fulani Meyetiala to come to pass. That evil covenant will never come to pass in Biafra land. Not an inch of Biafra land will be ceded to the Fulani janjaweed. You know, he's under pressure because they imposed him as the governor of Imo State, someone who came forth. He never won an election. They rigged him, but he didn't even win, you know. So they had to use the Supreme Court because the Fulani controls the Supreme Court. After they fraudulently removed the Biafran as the Chief Justice of the Zoo Supreme Court. The Fulani Caliphate is frustrated with the current Inspector General of Police, Muhammadu Adamu, who is unable to fulfill their wishes. And their wishes are they want to kill or arrest Chief Sunday Igboho, the Yoruba freedom fighter. But the IGP is unable to do that. They also want to overrun and massacre Biafrans because of their hatred for Biafra. So they wanted to use these happenings in Biafra. You know, the happenings where the police and the security personnel have been killed, or the one that just happened recently at Imo State. They wanted to use it as an excuse to massacre Biafra. But the IGP, Adamu, is unable to fulfill that wish list. So because of that, he was sacked while in Imo State, ranting, strategizing, shouting on how to massacre Biafrans. But unknown to him, even the vice president was unaware, because the president of Nigeria, the impostor, is in London, relaxing, spending Nigerian foreign currency. And his vice president, Yemi Oshibajo, who was supposed to take over, was taken unawares. He didn't even know that the IGP have been replaced. He was busy dancing with the IGP, and he also had the news the same way we had it. So they have now brought in another janjaweed Fulani named Usman Baba Alkali as the new Zoo Inspector General of Police. They want to use him to carry out their wish list. But a word is enough for the wise. They should know that what they have created is injustice, and injustice breeds anarchy. There is no way they can run Biafra down. They can never run Biafra down. They can never run over Biafra. They can never take over Biafra, because, you know, the train is moving on a fast lane and nothing can stop it, because God's hand is in Biafra's freedom. As a result of that, Biafra must be free. My brothers and my sisters, I want us to encourage, I want us to support, I want us to pray for our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, to pray for IPOB and support them, to pray for Eastern Security Network, and pray to Chukwu Okike Abiama to give us more unknown angels to cleanse our land. Thank you for watching my video. Please watch out for the next. Bye-bye.